Happy Mother's Day. Welcome and welcome back to Cozy at Coco's. I am Fabre. I hope that everything that you desire comes your way today, okay? Well, I just want to say, out of all the things I've ever done in life, I think motherhood has been one of the greatest. And I'm so grateful that God gave me the opportunity to have 5 beautiful children. Now, let me just get real with you today, okay? Because you know my channel's about real life. All of my children right now, we're not even talking, and I think you guys kind of know that. But I tell you what, whether they're talking to me or not, I still love them, and I'm still praying for them. And I hope they're praying for me too. If they still watch my channel, y'all better be praying for your mama. Anyway, family relationships don't always go as we want them to go, but we still have a responsibility to love and pray for our family members, okay? Because maybe we're just in a season where we're just not together right now. But I believe God to bring my family back together, okay? Because this ain't how we supposed to be, no way. But you have to trust that everything that you have put in your children, everything you've told them right about right, whether they acting wrong or not, okay? And I'm not saying I'm always right, but for the most part, I do be, okay? But when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, okay? And I think each of my kids will tell you that when they're being their realest selves. Anyway, I hope that you are with your family today because I am not, okay? I'm only with one of my daughters. And my son, Mac, y'all know my son, Mac. If you know me, you know I have a son in Louisiana who is going through he's in an institution in Louisiana. But he called me yesterday, Saturday, and he doesn't call often. I'm always trying to get in touch with him. It's always a big ordeal. I'm not going deep in that. If you want, you can watch that video about my baby. But he called me yesterday. Don't tell me that God don't answer prayer. I ain't talked to him since last year sometime, okay? It's been about a year since I actually spoke to him. I do call and talk to the people, anyway. He said, "Hi, Mom, it's Mac," as though I don't know my son's voice. I said, "I know who you are, man. Hey, And then he said, "Happy Mother's Day." Baby, when I tell you God knew I needed to hear that. And I love all 5 of my kids, but we all know that our family member, he's struggling, okay? So to hear from that one, if I don't hear from the rest of them, because I may not, okay, there's a couple I might not hear from. And that's all right, because I'm going to keep living. Like I told him, I lived before you, I'm going to live without you. And I don't want to do that, but I can't make them kids come around. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking some real stuff here. Things ain't going good without my kids, okay? Anyway, back to my son, Mac. God knew that I needed to hear that one's voice, because sometimes I'll be like, I just throw the towel in on everybody. I'm tired of this family. They don't never, you know what I'm saying? But God really knew I needed to hear my son say that yesterday. So sending blessings and love to my son, Mac. Y'all continue to pray for him. God, that he sounds a lot better than what he sounded before. He asked about all his family, his dad. He asked about my mom. He forgot that my mom had passed away, but that's all right. Anyway, I ain't going to keep talking. I just want to say, spend the time with your family, your children, your mothers. I don't have my mom. Y'all know I miss my mama every day. Take time and make time to make things right with your family. I'm always the one who tries to do that. And when there's opportunity, I do. People block you off the phone. Hey, look, if I can't get through to you, God knows my heart, okay? And they know it too. They just being stubborn like they daddies. Everything bad come from the daddy's side. Hey, that's what I was taught, okay? Y'all know I'm just kidding. But listen, have a good day with your people, okay? Be grateful that you are a mother. Be grateful that you have a mother. And be nice to all the mothers that you know. My girlfriend stopped through yesterday. I wasn't feeling well, and I'm still not feeling quite myself. But she bought me some dandelion tea and she made me some navy beans and some with some meat in it because y'all know my iron gets low. Sometimes I go. I be working and not doing everything, fixing the foods that I should be. And so it just caught up with me and I passed out the other day, okay? So I told my girl baby and she pulled up. So, she has a mother in spirit. She's a great mother herself. And I just thank God for my sister Candace yesterday because she pulled up. My kids wasn't here, but my girl was. So, her love and her kindness, her friendship, and the mother in her knew to pull up for her friend whose kids didn't pull up, okay? They have their own lives too. But when when my mom was in her situations, I always pulled up. Pull up for your mama. Something done happened in the land, y'all, where the reverence for moms is not what it used to be. You could do anything in life when I was a kid, but you better not say nothing about my mama, okay? Your mama is somebody that you stand by. You look out for. You can never do enough to show her that you love her. Because guess what? Hopefully you have the kind of mom who's going to always be loving you and never feel like there's enough that she can do for you. That's what kind of mom I am. I'm always with you. Even when you messing up, we might not be talking, but if push comes to shove, your mommy's there, okay? I'm not always going to be here. Your mom's not always going to be there. Make sure that you make these relationships with your children, your grandchildren, whatever relationships you have as a strong mother figure, woman in your family. Make your stamp on it. Say what you need to say when you need to say it. Don't bite your tongue. Presentation is it's everything, but sometimes you got to go cutthroat. They don't always need to hear things nice. Sometimes you got to say, hey, look, I don't like this. I'm your mama and I'm not your friend. I'm going to tell you exactly what I need to say to you. I'm not sugarcoating nothing because life is not going to sugarcoat them. And for some of us, it's going to be a harder life sometimes in some areas, okay? So don't be patting your kids up forever. Give it to them straight. And if hate me now, love me later, baby, because you're going to see what I'm saying is right. Anyway, I'm going to play a song to you mothers out there. And if you're not being a 100% mom right now, do the best you can do today. Start over tomorrow and do better. Every day, keep building on your motherhood. That's the way I did it. I would look and say, this didn't go so great today. Okay, I'm going to do this. And every day I kept working on being a better mother. And I'm not patting myself on the back. It's from what other people have said to me. And I know my kids know I was a good mother to them. And if it wasn't good enough for you, baby, it was the best I had. And at least I was there. You can't never say your mama wasn't there and that she didn't give you the things that you're supposed to have. Anyway, do your best as a mother, okay? You have a gift. If you don't want no kids, don't have them. Because your mom's not supposed to be raising your kids. She's a grandmother, okay? She's coming in to just soften things up for you. But it's your job. So stop putting that weight on your mom. Get your life. If she's helping you right now, get your life, okay? And get your kids and let your mama have her life, okay? I don't even know what. But hey, because I'm seeing some stuff out here, y'all, that I don't like. And let me tell you, I'm not that grandma. I ain't even grandma. Y'all know I'm Nana anyway. I'm not her. I'm not the one to raise your kids. I love them. I want to play my role in their life if you want me to. But some of y'all be out here acting funny with your kids, and then you don't mess them all up. Now you want to bring them to me, and I'm not raising them. This is your job, number one. But if you let the grandmother help while they little, maybe they won't be so out of hand when they get older. Because, see, you don't know everything as a mother, as a young mother. That's why you have the 4 mothers to help you, the grandmothers to help. Stop being hard-headed, ladies. And take the help that you have. Whether you mad at the daddy, whether you mad at the mama, let that grandma be a good grandma to the kids if they're a good grandma. Let people play the roles that God gave them in your children's life. Anyway, I got 10 grandkids, y'all, and I see 2 of them. Okay? I'm grateful for those 2 because them babies is good. But I love them all. Even the ones I haven't met yet. Yes, I have 2 that I haven't even met. And the story's deep. It goes deep, y'all, but I ain't going that deep. I'm just sharing with y'all today, okay? Happy Mother's Day. Because these are some different avenues that we have in motherhood nowadays that, hey, it don't look good. Listen to your foremothers, okay? You don't know everything. I promise you, I've been every age that you are. And I'm still learning at my 50 plus age, okay? All right, listen to the song. This is to all you mothers, okay? Take it to heart. Apply it to where it is. Play it to your mom if you want to. Yes, I wrote the lyrics. That's not my voice, but baby, I can sing, but I can't sing that great. But if I could, this is what I would say. Happy Mother's Day, ladies.
A mother's love is the closest to the heavenly source up above. Her work will never cease until she makes sure she's met her children's needs. A mother's love is the closest to the heavenly source up above. Her work will never cease until she makes sure she's met her children's needs. Children that God gave her for her to love. When she hears their cries, she surrenders.